Hey everyone, in this tutorial I'm going to show you how to set up a basic destructible mesh using Unreal Engine 4. The first thing you're going to want to do is go to your settings, plugins, and enable Apex Destruction. Once you enable it, it'll ask you to restart the editor, and once it restarts it'll be ready to go. So I'm starting here with the first person template, the first person shooter template, just so I have a projectile I can use that I can apply physics to and then destroy my mesh. Alright, so once you got your plugin enabled, your Apex, then you can go to create any kind of static mesh you want to destroy. I'm going to use the starter content, specifically architecture, and I'll do, I don't know, wall 400 by 400 just for a demo. Once you have the plugin enabled, you can right click and now you have a little option here to create destructible mesh. Go ahead and click that and it'll create a new asset that says DM at the end, which means destructible mesh. I'm not going to go into all the details in this video, maybe in the next video, but there's lots of different settings you can enable here. You can kind of determine how long the chunks last, how many chunks there are, how it breaks apart, if it has accumulated damage, world support, stuff like that. But for now, I'm just going to show you how to destroy it and make it shatter into pieces. So I'm just going to go with turn on impact damage, and other than that, I think I'll just leave everything else and press fracture mesh, which shows you here how it's going to fracture. Again, you can change all that. All the settings for how many chunks there are generally down here. And there's chunk parameters. You can dig into all that, but just to get it going, after I press fracture, you can kind of explode it here to see how it's going to look when it explodes. That's all I need. So let's save it and see if that works. If I drop it in here, press play. I can't shoot it, but I can run into it. So not really what we're going for. That's because this, the collision needs to be changed on this projectile. So if I go into my first person blueprints, under projectile, I'm going to change the collision for the collision component, and then turn on simulate physics. And I think I have to also change the collision to, from a custom preset, I'll change it to a physics actor and compile that. So simulate physics and collision preset as a physics actor. Now when I press play, it should destroy my destructible mesh. And you can see it's a little wonky. Some of the chunks disappear, and that's because they disappear over a set time. That's all in your destructible mesh settings, simply to save processing power. Let's see, if I shoot them all, I can create all kinds of havoc, and that's the basics of destructible meshes. I'll follow up with some more details in a future tutorial, but hope that helps. Hope it was fun. Leave some questions in the comments below, and have a good one.